The core idea, one sentence. Column storage plus compression are designed so the CPU pipeline is never starved and never stalls. So it actually just helps the pipeline that we are also discussing, or what we are also helping with inside the machine. You'll notice pending chapters after chapter 3 is just about preventing these stalls. So this column storage plus compression works because of that. Second, why pipelining matters to database at all. From inside the machine, pipelining means fetch, decode, execute, write, all happen in parallel. The CPU wants a steady stream of simple instructions. The worst enemy of pipelining is cache misses, branches, pointer chasing, unpredictable memory access. So the CPU is happiest when it sees code like for I equal to 0 semicolon, I less than n semicolon, I plus plus, then opening semi-curly bracket, next line sum plus equal call, argument I semicolon, closing semi-curly bracket. These loops has no branches, touches memory sequentially, executes the same instruction pattern repeatedly. So this doesn't have branch instruction where you would jump to another code. It's just an scalar, integers. It touches memory continuously, execute the same instruction repeatedly. Column stores exist to turn SQL into loops like this. So it turns that SQL interface into loops. That's why we were able to make a SQL query in almost instantaneously. Why row stores fight the pipeline? Row-oriented OLTP style layout. You have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, dot, dot, dot. Each row, user ID, comma, product underscore ID, comma, store underscore ID, comma, price, comma, time, stamp, comma, dot, dot, dot. Now, imagine this query. Select count asterisk, next line from sales, next line where product underscore ID equal 31 and store underscore ID equal to 3. What the CPU sees in a row store? Load row, jump to product underscore ID offset, compare, jump to store underscore ID offset, then compare, branch, if else, skip, then repeat. This causes branch mispredictions. So a lot of times, because this branch prediction delay, there's actually there's actually, I don't know what's that called, but if you delay it, some for column storage engine uh, that performs complex operation, there's actually more delay for branch misprediction than just other storage engine. Cache line waste, you load columns you don't need. Pipeline bubbles, pipeline stalls constantly. Column storage aligns with pipeline stages. Column store layout, product underscore ID colon, we have 31 comma 12 comma 31 comma 31 comma 7 dot dot dot. Next line store underscore ID, we have 3 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 3 comma dot dot dot. Next line price dot dot dot. Now the same query becomes bitmap A equal product underscore ID equal 31. Next line bitmap B equal store underscore ID equal 3. Next line result equal bitmap A and bitmap B. Semicolon. Next line count underscore ones. Argument result semicolon. What the CPU sees? Tight loops, bitwise end, no branches, sequential memory access. Perfect for pipeline execution. So instead of that branch instruction, we just do that in the arithmetic level using bitwise and no branches and sequential memory access. Fib, Bitmap encoding equal feeding the pipeline better. Bitmap encoding is not primarily about space, it's about instruction throughput. Bitmap end is ideal for pipelines. The CPU executes load bitmap A underscore chunk, next line load bitmap underscore chunk, next line end, next line count underscore bits. Every cycle, fetch next instruction, decode, execute, write back. No stalls, no branches, no pointer chasing. This is why bitmap indexes scales linearly with CPU speed. Compression helps pipelining, counterintuitive. Compression sounds like extra work, but compressed columns fit into fewer cache lines, reduce memory bandwidth pressure, increase instruction reuse. Example, run length encoding, RLE. So we have here 00111100. You store just 12 0, 10 ones, and 8 zeros. So a bitmap end is ideal actually for pipelines. Let's just go back here because every cycle we have fetch next instruction, decode, execute, write back, no stalls, no branches. So the bitmap encoding or the ALU being done feeds the pipeline better. And the compression, we have 12 zeros, 10 zeros, 8 zeros. Now the CPU processes fewer memory loads, fewer instructions, longer inner loops. Compression increases pipeline utilization. This is why Vertica slash BigQuery decompresses inside the CPU pipeline. So we have few memory load, fewer instruction, longer inner loops. Because we could put more instructions in less because of compression, we increase its pipeline utilization. Pipeline depth plus column scans from your pipeline chapter. Pipelining increases instruction completion rate, not instruction speed. Not instruction speed because that speed depends on your clock speed. So the completion rate are being completed as a whole for the program, not each instruction, because now this each instruction or of the program are being divided in each core or are being subdivided in each stages instead of letting either one of them be idle at each stage. Column stores exploit this by lowering instruction count. So they lower instruction count because they compress the data, keeping pipeline stage busy, avoiding stalls. Columns scan equals to assembly line. So pipeline stage, fetch, column store behavior, sequential column blocks, pipeline stage, decode, column store behavior, same instruction repeatedly. Pipeline stage, execute, column store behavior, SIMD, compare slash end. Pipeline stage, write back, column store behavior, bitmap or counter. That's literally your SUV factory analogy. Why LSM3 still matter? LSM3 exists because writes break compression, writes break sorted columns, write cause pipelines to stall. So systems like Vertica writes to in-memory LSM to like store, then reads to columnar scan plus merge. LSM handles write efficiency. Column store handles read pipelining. So since column storage is primarily compressed, we created the LSM3 or like a mem table optimization because a write break those compression. Write break sorted column, write break contiguous vector, write cost pipeline to stall. So systems like vertical write to in-memory LSM like store, then reads to columnar scan plus merge. LSM handles write efficiency, column store handles read pipelining. Why Firestore cannot exploit pipelining? Firestore document based, pointer heavy, network bound, no columnar layout, no bitmap execution. Result, CPU underutilized, latency hidden by async IO. So because we have network bound and pointer heavy, we have a lot of stages that is idle if we use Firestore in this. And no bitmap execution. Firestore do not support a bitmap execution, just like column storage. And then no columnar layout. Result, CPU pipeline latency hidden by async IO, optimized for correctness, not throughput. Firestore is front-end latency optimized, not CPU throughput optimized. Mental model, this removes the fog. Think of it this way. Column stores are not database innovations. They are CPU pipeline optimization expressed as storage formats. Once you see that bitmap indexes make sense, column pruning makes sense, predicate pushdown makes sense, BigQuery suddenly feels obvious. Final mapping table, concept, column storage, CPU pipeline meaning sequential fetch, concept bitmap encoding, CPU pipeline meaning branch-free execution, concept compression, CPU pipeline meaning cache line efficiency, concept predicate pushdown, CPU pipeline meaning fewer instructions, concept aggregation, CPU pipeline meaning tight reduction loop, concept SIMD, CPU pipeline meaning multiple SUVs per stage. First, do column stores exploit pipeline completion rate by compression? Yes, exactly, but not in a magical way. What pipeline completion rate means, Chapter 3. In Chapter 3, the key idea is the CPU finishes more instruction per cycle. When pipeline stages are busy, pipeline stalls when memory is low, branches mispredict, instruction streams are irregular. So if memory is low, so of course you are less likely to put data in the cache because the memory is low. Uh, you know, memory is already slow. If you make it slow, it will make it unimaginably slow. What compression does to pipelining? Compression helps because it affect less data loaded, pipeline consequences, fewer memory stalls, affect more values per cache line, pipeline consequences, more work per fetch, affect repetitive patterns, pipeline consequences, same instruction repeated. So yes, compression increases the rate at which pipeline completes instructions, not because the compression is free, but because memory stalls are more expensive than a few extra ALU ops or the compression operation. Is compression similar to lowering instruction count? Almost, but more precisely, it lowers effective instruction cost. Though we still need to do something to compress it, a few extra ALU is not more expensive than a memory stores. Think in pipeline terms, uncompressed scan, we load value, compare, then branch. In bitmap or compressed scan, we load 64-bit bitmap, we do the end, ALU, then pop count. Same number of instructions, maybe even more, but fewer loads, no branches, better cache locality. Pipelines care about stalls, not row instruction count. Why, number three, why is writeback similar to bitmap or counter? This is straight from pipeline theory. In chapter 3, writeback means the result of the execution stage is written somewhere. In databases, For filtering, result equal bitmap, each bit equal does this match. For aggregation, result equal counter, i.e. count asterisk. So bitmap equal write back of a vector result, counter equal write back of a scalar reduction. This maps cleanly to execute to write to back.